Hello, dear students. I am Samir Velankar. I welcome all of you to this ninth video on functions of C. And in this video, we are going to see a question asked in GATE 2012 on functions. Now, this question actually is all about storage classes in C. In the earlier videos, we saw four storage classes which were auto, extern, register, and static. Now, as you can see in this code, after hash include stdio.h, after this line, there is variable declaration, isn't it? Int abc equal to 0. So this abc are global variables. That is, they are extern variables, and all of them are initialized to 0. Most importantly, this abc can be used throughout this program, anywhere you can use them. Okay. Then there is a declaration of a function here. See, this is a function declaration. Recall the video on function declaration and function definition. PTR fun is a function. PTR fun is a function which will not return any value because it is void, and it will not receive any value either. It does not have any parameter. Note that this word void is optional actually, and you can leave these brackets empty. But writing void increases readability, stating that PTR fun function is not going to accept any parameter in the bracket. And then main is given. In main, there is a static variable a, which is 1, and then PTR function. In PTR function also, there is a static variable a equal to 2. And the question asked is, when this main is executed, what's the output? We will see the options later, but let's patiently run this code and see what's the output. Now, what I generally do is, there are global variables, correct? These are global or extern variables. I set them aside, stating that A is 0, B is 0, and C is 0. And this is all the public section. This is global variables. They can be accessed from anywhere in the program. Okay, obviously after that main starts. In main, there is static int a equal to 1. Now listen, this a, which is declared in the braces of main, remember the fundamentals of static, they are still declared inside the braces of main, is local to main. So this a is local to main function. It cannot be used anywhere else except in main. You can use it in main, but the point is that it stays in the memory as long as main is running. When main ends, A will be deleted. So what I generally do in such examples is, I draw a section called main, and in main I write that there is a static variable, static A or int A. I am not writing the word int here. Static A is 1. Now next line is called to the function ptr fun. So let's come to this ptr fun function. Check the pointer place. We are at ptr fun. Ptr fun is simply called without passing any parameter here. There is no parameter passed as we had declared it. ptr fun now starts running, and in ptr fun there is static int a again. Now please try to understand, this a is local to ptr fun. Although it is static means it is local. It is local to these braces, but this A will stay alive. This will not be deleted and can be used only by PTR fun function. Only by this function, PTR fun, it can use. So what I generally do is, I draw another area called PTR fun, and in this PTR fun, there is static A equal to 2 or int A equal to 2. Now note, this static A equal to 1 and this static A equal to 2 are totally different. One of the static variables, which is 2, is static for ptr fun. So you can use this a only inside ptr fun function, and you can, this a equal to 1, you can use this a only in main. Anyway, next line. Now there is one more variable declaration here you see, int b equal to 1, this one. So what is that? This is local declaration. This is auto storage class, isn't it? This is auto because we have not written any storage class. So it is auto. Auto variables can also be thought of local variables. they are local to the scope in which the variables are declared. So what I will do is inside ptr fun which is running, there is b equal to 1, but this is not static. Okay, so what is the property of auto variable? Auto variables are created, but they are immediately destroyed when the function ends. So when this ptr fun function will end, this b will be destroyed and even its value will be destroyed. But this variable a will not be deleted because it is static and it will stay in the memory. Okay, next line. Next line is a plus equal to plus plus b. Now you know that this line is actually a equal to a plus plus b, isn't it? If you actually expand this, plus equal to is nothing but a equal to a plus. Now you all know this is prefix. This is prefix. So b will be increased, b will become 2, and now this line will be solved as a is equal to a plus. Now you note that we are talking about a equal to 2 here, static a. So this is going to be 2 plus 2. That means 2 plus a is going to become 4. And the next line, check the marker place, is printing a comma b. Now a is 4, again the same a. This a becomes 4. Sorry, I forgot to update this. This this a becomes 4. PTR fun. PTR funds a become 4 and b is 2. So the first output will be 4 2. So I'll better write the output here. Output is 4 2. All right, it is better to clean the slate now. I'll better clean the slate. I don't mind drawing this again. So what are we having? We are having, hope we have not forgot. What are the values? Global A, B, C, all of them are 0. Okay. We had main, and in main we had static A equal to 1. This one, static A equal to 1. Then PTR function was called. PTR function now has static a equal to 4, because due to this line a equal to a plus plus b, you recall that a became 4 and b became 2 due to plus b. But what's important is that b equal to 2 was deleted from the memory because this b is local to ptr fun, and it is having auto storage class. But this a, which is static, will not be deleted. So when you re-enter ptr function next time, the previous value of a equal to 4 will be used. Okay, now the function has finished after printing ab. Let's go back to our calling function main, and main resumes from this line. Here, check the cursor place. So a becomes a plus 1. Now a we are talking about. Listen, we are in main, isn't it? We are back to main. We are back in the main function. So a we are talking about is this a static variable of main, and this static variable becomes 2. There is again a call to ptr fun. So we are re-entering this function ptr fun, and now this static variable a will be used as 4 and not as 2. So if you jump to ptr function again, then this static int a equal to 2 won't be read at all. Remember the fundamentals. A won't become 2. A will be 4 because the previous value of A was saved as A was static. The next line is declaration of B. B becomes 1. Now new B is created again. B was last time destroyed because it is auto variable, and B is 1 again. So every auto variable is created when the function declares it, and is automatically deleted when the function ends. The next line here is a equal to a plus b. Now plus b is going to make b equal to 2. So this b will become 2, and a will become 4 plus 2, because we are now using latest value of the static variable. That means a will become 6. And the next line is printing AB. Check the cursor place, AB. So the last output that we had got was 4 2, and now the new output we are getting is 6 2. I hope you are understanding. Yes. Now after this, after printing AB, the function ends and we get back to main. We get back here. Check this. We are getting back to main in this printf, and in the printf we want to print A and B. The A we are printing is static A, and static A is 2. And we are printing B now. Whole lot of thing here. Check main. In entire main there is no variable called B at all. But there is a global variable b. Check the cursor place. There is a global variable b, and main is going to print that global b. So the output is going to be 20. Static variable a is printed, static variable a, and global b is printed. So you just check 4262 and 20 is the output. And if you scroll down, in fact, C is the output. The correct option here is C, and you also will agree, just a warning, that before watching this video, it is better that you watch all the fundamental videos of the function taught before. They're like what is storage class, what is static, what is auto, what is extern, and all that. I'm sure you have done that and you have found option C to be correct. Thank you very much.